Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I wanted to talk Seahawks. Yes, the Seahawks are 1-3 against winning teams, but the national media is not covering it. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Alright, so I'm not sure why the media is hiding this up. Seems like the media is just such fanboys for the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson. You know, they touch on it here and there, but you know what they dig on? They dig on how great Kyler Murray been. They dig on how bad Carson Wentz been. All of a sudden, they digging on Daniel Jones is this top 15, top 10 QB. How great the Giants are. That's what the media is digging on. I want the media to talk about how bad the Seattle Seahawks been. They've been terrible. I called it out because when I was looking at the beginning of their games, I'm like, okay, they beat Atlanta, they beat Dallas, this and that. But then you realize those are bad teams. Those are bad teams. They got lucky, empty calorie. I won't call them empty calorie games because every game matters in the NFL. But come on, they did not beat real competition. Eagles, who was in first place in their division, they beat a San Francisco 49ers when they was, capable of, when they was up there doing something, when they blew out the Giants, they came to play us and we beat them. But come on, man. Seattle Seahawks did not beat nobody really that good. Yes, they beat the Miami Dolphins, but they beat the Miami Dolphins prior to Tua. They beat them prior to Tua. I'm not saying Tua is the best rookie or one of the top 10 QBs in the league, but one thing he do that Ryan Fitzpatrick do all the times is throw picks. Tua, I don't believe got to throw a pick yet. I don't think he threw a pick yet. So, so nobody's talking about it. All I keep seeing is that Russell Wilson is still what has the most touchdowns in the league, but come on, we got to stop this. We got to stop this. Last game, he didn't even throw a touchdown. Like, come on, man. Russell Wilson has been playing bad. Not just me. According to Pro Football Focus, who they say is the greatest place to go to find stats. Pro Football Focus. I didn't say this. Pro Football Focus did, and you can look it up. Remember I said in the first couple weeks was easy, lower competition games. Russell Wilson, week 1 through 3, 14 touchdowns. That's phenomenal. 1 through 3, you got 14 touchdowns. But from 4 weeks to 10 weeks, he has 14 touchdowns. Where did digression go? Where did it happen? As the schedule's going on and on for the Seattle Seahawks, the competition's getting harder. They lost to the Rams. They only put up 16 points. Their defense played a pretty good game. Just that, once again, I kept saying the Seattle Seahawks will get exposed. I was crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. Now, look, they're a wild card team. They're a wild card team right now. They lost their spot like I predicted. Exactly how I predicted. I'm like, they're not that good. They're not that good. When I was saying this, they was undefeated. I'm like, they're not that good. And I was crazy. And I was crazy for saying that. I was a Seattle Seahawks hater because they beat us last year in the playoffs. But I'm telling you, I've seen it. I'm like, the Cardinals are getting better. I said, I thought the 49ers was going to come back better, but unfortunately, health. That's what happens, health. Like, come on, man. I didn't honestly expect the Rams to be that good. I thought they was going to be in last place, which I believe my theory would have stood if the 49ers were healthy. But hey, look, man, Seattle Seahawks are, I believe, third in their division. Rams doing their thing. Cardinals doing their thing. The most consistent team in that division looks to me like the Cardinals, even though they got an extremely lucky win. I mean, hey, Seattle Seahawks, man. Hopefully I could get in the playoffs, but it's not looking too good. At third spot, maybe y'all's. It looks like I believe the Eagles will still go into the playoffs, so it looks like it's going to be a rematch, Eagles versus Seahawks. Eagles again at home. We'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to call this out, man, because I kept saying Seattle Seahawks are not good. And actually, let me go over his stats against the Rams. I told y'all he ain't throw no touchdowns or 2 picks. Tell me if this is an MVP candidate, because everybody said the NFL always cheating out Russ. He's always getting cheated. No. He just, with Russ is that I don't hate him. I believe he's a good quarterback. I believe he's one of the best game managers I ever seen in my life. He's one of the best game managers. He can go off. If you give him the weapons, he can go off. But we never seen Russell Wilson progress without a top 5 defense. We never seen him not really have weapons. And when we do, the Seattle Seahawks are not that good. They're not. I'm just calling it how it is. Their defense not playing as well. He do have a top receiver in DK Metcalf, but Russell Wilson always need more. I'm sorry, that's how I always felt about Russell Wilson. He's one of the greatest game managers of all time. Not game changers. He's one of the greatest game managers of all time. Of all time. Name a better game manager than Russell Wilson. I'm not putting no disrespect on that man's name when I call him a game manager. But let me go into his stats about last game. And once again, I called it out. They cannot beat winning teams. Russell Wilson stats: a completion percentage of 59.5, 248 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. And that don't even sound like a stat line by Russell Wilson. Like I said, he's a great game manager. But when I say that, he can't be throwing picks like that. He can't. If he throw picks, his defense is already weak, and most likely they're going to give up a touchdown. He did the same thing against the Bills. Historic numbers, but nobody wasn't talking about the fumbles and picks. Like, come on, man. We got to stop this. The Seattle Seahawks is not that good. Since that play in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, when they decided that they was going to make Russ this big game changer, they threw the ball, threw a pick in the Super Bowl against the Patriots instead of giving it to Marshawn Lynch. That's what you do. You have a game manager. Run the ball. Marshawn is going off. Just run the ball. Run the ball. But no, they want Russ to be that guy. And unfortunately, to me, he's not it. He's not it. He's a great game manager. Great. But they haven't been good since, all I got to say is 1 yard line. They haven't been good since then. They haven't. Yes, they've been a consistent team going to the playoffs here and there, but come on, man. That Legion of Boom and all that. And that's why they all left. You know why? Because they want Russ to be that guy. Unfortunately, he's not it. He's not it. But what do you think and how do you feel? And once again, when I say he's not it, I'm not saying Seattle Seahawks should cut bait with Russell Wilson. I'm saying that he's not the game changer y'all want him to be. He's not. Unfortunately, he's not. He's a game manager, and let game managers do what game managers do. Run the ball, make plays here and there, and that's it. He can't throw the ball over 30 times, over 25 times. He can't. He haven't been that type of guy. Now, hey, I'm not saying they should cut bait with him, but come on. But let me get back to my statement. But what do you think and how do you feel? It's Russell Wilson. It's the Seattle Seahawks, a great team, and it's the Super Bowl caliber team, or they got some work to do. I believe they got some work to do. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Goose.